Dear friends, we know core interface is a main source of medium in between ECC and APO. Master data flows from ECC to APO, whereas all transaction data flows from ECC to APO as well as from APO to ECC. So metal master is a basic data which flows from ECC to APO. It comes in APO as a product master. In metal master we have various fields that goes to APO. There are certain fields which goes straightforward from ECC to APO in the same format. For example, procurement type. In APO we have procurement type, in ECC we have procurement type. So at both the places the format is same, but there are certain fields which does not come in APO in the same format as we have in ECC. Lot size it's a very good example, and it's quite confusing also. In ECC we have only three fields available for lot size. uh, One is lot size, which basically has a lot size strategy, and the two fields which are missing in this slide, they are minimum lot size and rounding value. But if we see in APO, the same information comes in a different format, with some bullet points and some values. The values are like lot for lot, fixed lot size, periodic, and some fields like period type and number of periods. So before coming into the different format in APO and ECC, let us understand the lot size strategies we have in ECC and their meaning. So we have basically main strategies we have is MB, M3, M5 and EX. MB means a monthly lot size. It means whatever demands we have in month, let's say we have 10 demands in month, there will be only one receipt elements for the whole month. So it means in each month we will be having one receipt element irrespective of whatever demands we have uh, in a month. So next example is M3. It means lot size for 3 months. It means there will be only one receipt element in each 3 months. And M5 means whatever demands we have in whatever demands and however demands we have for 5 months, there will only be one receipt element for 5 months. It will meaning one receipt element in 5 months. And EX meaning whatever demands we have, there will be receipt element exactly at the same quantity of demand element in each bucket. Let us try to understand all these strategies by some examples. So let's say we have 3 months demand, and each month is divided into 4 weeks. So we have demands in 4 weeks, 100, 100, 100 and 100. So each month we have 400 quantity demand, and each week we have 100 quantity command, 100 quantity demand. So if we choose the lot size strategy MB in ECC, so there will be monthly receipt element for each month. So there will be 400 quantity receipt element in each month. If we choose M3, it means there will be one receipt element for 3 months. So say there will be, it means there will be only one receipt element of quantity to 1200 in month 3. I mean the position of receipt element, whether it should be created in starting of the bucket or mid of the bucket or end of the bucket, it's a separate discussion. So and if we choose the strategy EX, it means there will be 100 receipt element in each bucket. So now we understand the different strategies we have in ECC and the meaning. Now let's see the comparison in between the formats of ECC and APO for the lot size. So let's say if we choose lot size strategy MB in ECC, then in APO it comes as periodic and period type M. So it means uh, there will be there will be checks box, periodic will be checked on, and period type will be M, and there will not be any value in number of periods. But if we choose M5, meaning lot size for 5 months, it means there will be checkbox on for periodic, and period type should be M, and number of periods should be 5. So it will be like this format. checkbox for periodic should be on, will be on, period type will be M, and number of periods will be 5. And if we choose the last strategy, let's say EX, it means lot for lot, and in this case there will be nothing mentioned in the period type or number of periods. There will be lot for lot, checkbox will only be on. So that's from my end. If you have any kind of questions regarding lot size or something, you can email me on scpprofessional.in@gmail.com. Okay, thank you, bye.